The election campaigns in Tamil Nadu are going on in full swing, and right now we are in Sivaganga parliamentary constituency. Joining us now is Karti Chidambaram, the Congress candidate from Sivaganga. Sir, last time in 2019 you had won from Sivaganga with a over 3 lakh vote margin, and your direct competitor was Mr. H. Raja from the BJP party. So this time, how happy are you that you're contesting again from Sivaganga, and how is the reception among public for the candidature?
I'm very familiar with the electorate here. I am from here. My forefathers are from here. So this is my home constituency. People know me. I know the people here. It's not an unfamiliar territory for me. This is home ground for me. And as we did well last time, we will also win very handsomely this time.
So last time you had got around 5,66,000 votes, if I am right, and BJP's vote was around 2,33,000. So the vote margin was clearly above 3 lakhs. So last time the ADMK and the BJP were in one alliance, but this time they are in two different fronts. So do you think this time their split in alliance will be an advantage to you, so that you will have a more smoother win with a greater vote margin?
I expect a very smooth victory here, and I won't be surprised if the margin is better than 2019. In fact, that's what we all expect, that the margin could be better than 2019.
So talking about 2019 and 2024, what would be your notable works like that you can mention to the viewers that you've done for this constituency, and what would be your poll promises for the upcoming election?
See, an MP has very limited direct executive powers. Two new colleges have come into the district. We have a law college and a new agricultural college, thanks to the Chief Minister, Mr. M.K. Stalin. We're also now trying to get a women's police training academy in Sivaganga, named after the Queen Velu Nachiyar. We have revived the Spices Park. We've brought in a lot of CSR money to upgrade the PHCs. And to install oxygen plants in our general hospitals. And at the same time, we have spent the MP lads' money in an egalitarian manner, and as well as in a very transparent manner. But most importantly, people consider me to be a caste neutral and a community neutral candidate here. So I am a common candidate for all people of all faiths and all communities, and I don't do partisan politics in the district. So that's a huge plus for me.
How do you weigh in the opposition candidates this time, Mr. Xavier Das and Devanathan Yadav?
I really don't know them. I think one of them is not from here. I think he's come in from Chennai, and the other person is somebody I don't know. I'm not really familiar with them. I've never met them, so I don't know much about them.
So as soon as the election season started, there was an intra-party feud in the Congress in Sivaganga. There was a resolution passed in the Sivaganga district that the loyalists of Mr. Sudarshan Nachappan and K.R. Ramaswamy. So they passed a resolution that you shouldn't be given a candidature again. But despite that, you've been given a seat. So and also your supporters, they passed a counter resolution telling that candidature should be given to you. So why do you think this intra-party feud is happening in Sivaganga? What is the reason behind it?
Intra-party feud during elections, it's free for others to also to vie for the seat. There was no resolution passed. It was just an expression of an intent of a few. That's all. And the party's leadership has decided to renominate me, and you have to understand this is the third election I'm contesting in a row. It's not just in 2019, I also contested in 2014. So I have been consistently the party's candidate for the last 10 years.
So you're telling that it's during election seasons it's quite normal for others to also eye the seat, and it's the sole reason why this happened in the first place?
Absolutely, it's normal in a political party. There'll be always multiple claimants for a seat. So it's normal. It happens in every in fact, it's healthy according to me. More people should ask for the seat. Only if the most people ask for a seat in within a party, the party is up and running. So I actually welcome this kind of internal conflicts and competitions.
All right. Sir, the BJP candidate Devanathan Yadav and also the ADMK candidate, in fact, talking specifically about the ADMK candidate this time, Xavier Das, he has told that Karti Chidambaram's underperformance is going to be that's going to be my strength this time. And Devanathan Yadav, he has also told that Mr. Karti Chidambaram and also Mr. Chidambaram, despite them getting elected from this constituency several times, the constituency has not seen much development. So these are going to be our sole campaign pointers, is what both of them are telling. How do you justify this?
I don't really know both of them, and they are free to say what they want. The people know me, the people know my track record, they know my father's track record, they know what has happened in the constituency over the many years, and our alliance is very strong, so it really doesn't matter to me what they say. I mean, one candidate of the BJP, I don't think he even belongs to the BJP. I think he belongs to another party who was contesting on a BJP symbol. He's come in from another town, another city. He's not even from here, so I really do not know what his knowledge or connections to this district is. The other person, I really don't know him either. So they can say what they want. Obviously, I am the incumbent MP, so they are bound to say things about me. But my record speaks for itself. My conduct within the constituency speaks for itself. My performance in Parliament speaks for itself, and I'm very, very confident of a very comfortable victory here on behalf of the DMK-led Congress alliance.
Sir, recently, a couple of months back, in fact, we had spoken to you at the time also. Your interview to a Tamil news channel had stoked controversy. You had told that, let me quote it, no Congress leader, including Rahul Gandhi, could match Prime Minister Narendra Modi's propaganda skills. You used the term propaganda skills, but that became a huge controversy at the time, and it was told that the Tamil Nadu Congress Committee had issued a show cause notice. But on the other hand, like when we tried communicating with you, you told that you have not received any such notice. But do you think this controversy may have an electoral impact during the election season, or?
First of all, this is not a controversy. This is an interview given just after the Parliament session in December of 2023. It's all a manufactured controversy. The Congress leadership has absolute confidence in me and in my abilities. They've re-nominated me, and I'm going to win. So this is not even a storm in the teacup. It's just unnecessary things, and people should watch the whole interview before they pass comments. And the interview is in Tamil, so.
Yeah. Sir, also, why if it's an artificially made controversy, what would be the intention behind making such a controversy out of nothing? Who makes it, and why do they make it?
I have no idea. I have really no idea. It's of no concern to me. I mean, that's not an issue right now. Right now, the alliance is going strong. I am the candidate of the alliance, and all these things are irrelevant. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, maybe you should go. You've been waiting in Sarguni for a while. You should go out and ask the people in the tea shop whether that's an issue here or not.
All right. Sir, you've been expressing your views about the EVM machines and on the VPATs. So I've seen your tweets from 2019, since for many years now, that you've expressed your faith in the EVM machines. But we see several, National Congress leaders in Delhi are not expressing faith in EVM machines. They're telling that something is wrong with it. So how do we see this contrast in opinions from within the same party?
It's natural for people to have differing opinions. And as I said, I've said my opinion about the EVM machines. But I think it's incumbent upon the Election Commission to put an end to this kind of doubts. So they should actually count all the VVPATs. I know they're counting five machines, VVPATs per assembly segment. In order to put an end to this controversy once and for all, if they count all the VVPATs in all the booths, it'll end the controversy once and for all.
How do you see the Prime Minister's frequent visits to Tamil Nadu? He has visited the state of Tamil Nadu 6 times, if I'm right, so far, since January 2024, since the new year. And he is slated to make few more visits too before the election happens. So how do you see this sudden frequent visits, to be precise? And every time he comes, he talks about dynasty politics, the DMK Congress, corruption. So do you think the Prime Minister's frequent visits combined with his attacks on the DMK and the Congress on several other matters, especially in terms of dynasty politics and corruption, will change anything in Tamil Nadu?
I think the Prime Minister is most welcome to come as many times as he wants to come to Tamil Nadu. In fact, I'd recommend that he comes to Sargani. I recommend that he comes to the church of Father Louis Level, and I hope he pays his respects to the tomb of Father Louis Level. He can come as many times as he wants. The people of Tamil Nadu do not like the Hindutva politics of the BJP. It's not going to change the electoral fortunes of our alliance. The DMK-led Congress India Front is going to win all the seats. I mean, he's the Prime Minister of India. He's free to visit any place he wants. I hope he visits Manipur sometime.
Sir, he's telling that the India Alliance, especially the India Alliance partners in DMK, have lost their sleep because of the BJP's growth in the state.
I mean, everybody can say what they want to say. The political reality in Tamil Nadu is that the DMK-led India Alliance, where the Congress is part of it, is going to win all the 40 seats, and the BJP is going to finish a very distant third in all the seats.
Sir, the perception that is being built by the BJP at the moment is that the actual competition is between the DMK and the BJP, and that the ADMK is not even in the scene. The BJP is very badly trying to come to the second spot, is what we can understand. But do you think that is the reality that is reflecting in the ground?
That's not the reality in the ground. I still believe the ADMK is still a well-rooted grassroots party, and I believe that in my constituency, and as it will be in every other constituency, while we'll win the seat, the ADMK will finish second.
All right. So did you have a look at the BJP's candidate list, sir? It is a very star-studded list, like to be precise. The party's chief K. Annamalai itself is contesting from Coimbatore, and
Star about him. He's never won. What is the star value for the BJP's candidate list? What is the star value for them? I don't understand. Just because they are present in social media, does it make them stars? The BJP candidate list, I don't think there's a single person in the BJP list who's won an election barring Pon Radhakrishnan. Has anybody else won an election in the BJP candidates who other than Pon Radhakrishnan, who's won an election? I don't think so. So what's the star value?
familiar faces is what I meant. Like Tamilisai Soundararajan, L. Murugan, BJP, K. Annamalai. So
all other political parties also have familiar people. So what is the star value to them? None of them have won elections except Mr. Pon Radhakrishnan. In the entire BJP list, nobody has won an election. Any election, they've never won any election. So what's the star value? I'm amused that you asked me this question.
So you're telling that this list itself is not going to have any, the familiarity that they have on social media, on other digital platforms is really not going to help them in the ground, and that just like every other year, this year the BJP is again going to face a failure is what you're telling.
See, this is not a running race where they give you a gold medal, silver medal and a bronze medal. Only the winner goes to parliament. There is no second prize and third prize here. It is so the BJP is not going to get anything. I mean, the Congress and the DMK alliance candidates are going to go to parliament, and the BJP candidates are going to finish very poorly and are going to go home. And I'll be happy if some of them get their deposits back.
But the party chief claims that their vote share is going to, going to be somewhere between 20 to 25% this time.
We will know. We can claim a lot of things. We will know on the 4th of June. Why hurry up? So I know what the ground reality is. You can talk to people here. I know what the ground reality is. All I'm saying is that the DMK Congress India Alliance is going to win all 39 seats in Tamil Nadu and the seat in Pondicherry, and it's going to be 40-love in our favor. The ADMK will finish second, and the BJP will finish a very, very distant third in Tamil Nadu.
Sir, as far as Tamil Nadu's, Tamil Nadu in a national scale recently is concerned, the DMK alliance has been consistently alleging that for every 1 rupee that they pay, they are receiving only 28 or 29 paise in return. In fact, in a recent campaign, Udayanidhi Stalin had gone to the extent of giving a nickname to the Prime Minister that he should be called as Mr. 28 Paisa, because the state is only receiving 28 paisa in return for every single rupee. And also there is a complaint that Chennai and the southern districts of Tamil Nadu faced a massive flooding, and despite that, not even a single rupee has come to the state as part of NDRF. How is the Congress going to take these matters up in their hands for the election season, and what is your opinion on this, basically?
This is correct. I think the sports minister is correct. For every rupee of tax which a person in Tamil Nadu pays, Tamil Nadu gets back only 29 paisa, whereas Uttar Pradesh, for every rupee of tax they pay, they get back 2 rupees 73 paisa. It's correct. It's a factual. It is factual, and this fiscal imbalance has to be corrected, and that is why we are asking the people to vote out the BJP, so that there will be a government in the center which will respect the rights of the states and will share and will give the states their fair share of their revenue. It's correct. The sports minister of Tamil Nadu is absolutely correct in his comments. And this is a comment which I endorse, and I also repeat in all my meetings.
About the flood relief funds,
they haven't given anything extra. They've given what the 400 crores they had given was already part of the allocation. There was no new fresh allocation for the disaster which happened in the flood. So that's what we've been asking. As I said, you should have seen the speed in which the government of India reacted when there was a disaster in Gujarat, and how they gave the money to Gujarat, and how they're not giving the money to the Tamil Nadu. And this is something which we are highlighting, that how the Hindi Hindutva BJP treats Tamil Nadu in a very stepmotherly fashion.
Sir, do you think the statements about Sanatan Dharma by several DMK leaders, including Mr. A. Raja and Udayanidhi Stalin, that will be disadvantageous to the India alliance in northern heartlands, like not in south but in the Hindi heartlands?
I don't know what the UP politician is talking. So the same way, I don't think people in UP or Bihar are going to pay attention to what we say in Tamil Nadu. Election is won and fought in the language of the area, and the elections will be won and fought on the issues we are raising here. I'm not too sure whether what we say here has got any impact there. Neither what they're saying here is going to have any impact here. And we are very clear what's happening here. We are going to win the election. It's going to be 40-love in the favor of the DMK Congress alliance.
Right. Sir, final two questions, sir. Of course, we've spoken about the electoral bonds already, like we had a conversation about it, but now, now the SBI they in fact put out all the information, including the unique serial numbers attached to all the electoral bonds. And what is your reaction to this whole controversy after all the information, has been put out? And there is an allegation that the Union BJP government has been using investigative agencies as extortive tools, like,
Absolutely correct. So because there have been companies which have been raided, and then after the raid, they're buying electoral bonds. Then the fallout of the raid is minimized. Then there are companies which get government contracts and then they buy electoral bonds and give it to the BJP. This is organized loot. I want an independent inquiry headed by 3 retired Supreme Court judges to go into the quid pro quo between what happened for the companies which purchased electoral bonds and gave it to the BJP. In my opinion, this is organized loot and corruption, and they've been using the agencies to threaten, to raid companies, and then to get an extortion has happened, and then they bought electoral bonds. And companies which have got contracts, even yesterday there was a telecom company who they have highlighted as who's gotten a big contract, contributed to electoral bonds. And there have been people who have been given bail, who after they get bail have been buying electoral bonds. So if this is not corruption, I do not know what corruption is.
Sir, will this be dominating the Congress's election campaign this time across the country?
This is, of course, we will be highlighting this. They're freezing the accounts of our party. They're arresting opposition chief ministers, and then they are, amassing money through this kind of extortion. So this is a very unlevel playing field, and very unfair. This is completely undemocratic. And of course, we will be highlighting all this when we go into the campaign trail, and we will be raising these issues in the campaign.
I was about to ask about the arrest of Arvind Kejriwal. So Kejriwal has got arrested, and before that we saw Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren getting arrested. And in fact, we also saw K. Kavita from Telangana getting arrested. So why do you think, in case if this is intentional, and if there is a motive behind this, what is the motive?
The motive is to immobilize the opposition, to arrest all opposition leaders before the election, put them in jail, distract them, and to take away their attention from the campaign, and to have an opposition-free election, like what they do in dictatorial countries like Russia and in all kinds of dictatorial countries where the opposition is jailed, and you freeze the opposition's accounts, you jail them, and then you think you're going for an election. Then they've been giving notices to people. So I know this. This is a tactic which every dictator does. This is classic playbook of a dictatorship. And that's exactly what's happening here.
So, sir, in case if the BJP comes to power again,
I hope not.
Yeah,
I hope not. I hope the people of India will wake up and boot this government up, and we'll have a democratic government, an open government, a government which respects the rights of the states and respects individual liberty.
After the India Alliance comes to power, what would the Congress MPs from Tamil Nadu would get for the state of Tamil Nadu? Because, if India Alliance comes to power, there's going to be power from the central government. And what would the Congress MPs be getting to the state of...
The first thing is to make sure that we get the tax revenue is shared fairly to Tamil Nadu. Whatever tax revenue is due for Tamil Nadu comes to Tamil Nadu. And also that make sure that our language and culture is preserved and respected. And we do not want this Hindi Hindutva agenda of the BJP. We want to turn that away.
Sir, how do you justify that Hindutva agenda is being, imposed?
Everything is in Hindi. I mean, in Parliament, even if I ask a question in English, the answer is in Hindi. The names of every scheme is in Hindi. I mean, Hindi is given predominance and eminence over every other language, and that's not fair. I think every language must be treated equally. I mean, I think we do not want this overt push of Hindi in everything. And the Hindutva agenda, where people of any other faith other than the Hindu faith are treated as second-class citizens. Even Muslims and Christians are treated very badly. And even among the Hindu faith, it is their version of Hinduism, which is a Sanskritized North Indian version of Hinduism, and not the Hinduism we practice here in rural Tamil Nadu. I mean, they don't go to the temples we go to. They don't go to a Karupar temple. They don't give sacrificial goats and roosters here. Their version of Hinduism is a very Sanskritized, upper caste, North Indian, vegetarian Hinduism. That does not gel well with what we do in our practice here. And of course, the Christians, the Christian institutions are all heavily penalized. Their resources are stifled. They are not able to carry out their activities. And of course, the Muslims are always targeted in India. So we don't want that kind of India. We want an India where everybody, irrespective of faith, is treated equally and respected, and everybody is given the space to practice their own faith.
Talking about Muslims, we cannot not talk about the CAA. Recently, the Citizenship Amendment Act has been implemented, and there is also a hint that NRC will also come into the scene soon. So, what is your reaction to that?
How can, when you say you want to give refuge to people who are being persecuted, how can you distinguish according to religion? So you're saying you want to give refuge to people who are coming from the neighboring countries, but as long as they're not Muslim, but you're not giving refuge to the people who are coming from Sri Lanka. Why aren't you not including the people who come from Sri Lanka into that? So it's a very discriminatory law, and we would definitely repeal the law when we come to office.
So the CAA national education policy NEET examination, sir, will
NEET, as far as NEET is concerned, the Congress's stance is very clear. States will have the right to opt in or opt out. If a state does not want to be part of NEET, they need not be part of NEET. If a state government funded education institution has to set its own admission criteria, and the central government cannot interfere in the admission criteria of a state government funded institution. That's my position.
Okay, so my final question. Do you think under the rule of BJP, the federal structure of this country has had some damage? Because that's been being claimed by all the opposition parties, including the Congress, the DMK, and the left parties. So how bad is this damage?
Definitely. Look at the way the governor is behaving here. Look at the way the governor in Tamil Nadu is behaving. He behaves like a colonial lord here. There is no respect for the he does not read out the address prepared by the government, which has been vetted by the cabinet. He refuses to read it out, and he gives his own interpretation of history. He refuses to swear in a minister. We had to go to the Supreme Court to get an order to make him swear. So they're completely anti-federal. See, the idea of the BJP is to have a unitary government, one government in India. They do not want state governments. They do not want local body governments. They want one government which will be run from the PMO. Whereas we believe in a tricameral system where we have local bodies, state legislatures, as well as the national parliament. And our view, see, the BJP believes that uniformity is unity, and we believe unity in diversity. That's the big difference between us and the BJP.